Hello everyone, welcome back, and yeah, so, you guys don't actually know too much about this hunt. This is the Carcadet hunt. You know, the infamous Carcadet hunt that I've mentioned a few times, but this was off-screen a while ago. I was doing a battle thing where a friend and I was shiny hunting, and then, you know, we can, for 24 hours, any shinies we get within that time span, we can use for the battle. And for one of these, I wanted freaking Armourouche for that team. So, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go get a Carcadet. And I spent over 5 hours on this thing. And keep in mind, this is 24 hours straight. So, 8 of that has to be for sleeping. 5 of those hours that I was spent hunting was for this thing. Oh no, this is actually worse than the Ho-Oh, because this is 10 times over odds, if not more, for Carcadet. Because about one sandwich is a little over 1 times odds. Somewhere between 1 1/4 to 1 1/2, depending on, like, the Pokemon or the location. So, this freaking Carcadet hunt is over 10 times odds thing before I finally found the freaking Carcadet shiny. So, this thing infuriates me beyond compare. So now, we're hunting this thing. No, this is not the Greninja. It is not the Greninja that is our worst over odds hunt. It's the Carcadet. And I despise this thing with every fiber of my being, despite Armourouche literally being my 5th favorite Pokemon in the game. The duality exists. Yeah, I call it Carcadet. I don't know why, I just call it that. I know it's Charcadet, but I don't like the sound of Charcadet. And yeah, I only picked up 2 eggs for this one because I like getting everything on those nice round 5 increment numbers. Yeah. I just don't like the way Charcadet sounds. So I refer to it as Carcadet, even though, well, there are times where the CH sound actually makes the C sound. So it's not like it's unprecedented. It's just not as common. But yeah. We're still over odds on frickin' Greninja. Weebfrog is being annoying. And I did breed a bunch of nether eggs, so I have 120 eggs for this. I don't think... so you've gotten to that scene. You've gotten to the infamous part of Xenoblade. You will pay for your insolence. How did you enjoy that fight? I hated it. And I know most people did. But it is so satisfying. You're not shiny, yeah, you're not shiny. Wait, you haven't gotten to your pay for your insolence yet? Oh wait, this is what I mean. You keep saying quotes of later in the game stuff. That is from one of the boss fights. Currently, such a salty bitter herb business, thanks to Blissey. Nice. Wait, aren't you gonna lose those tonight because of the rage rolling over? Because when you connect tomorrow, then it's gonna remove them. No, that's not Zord. That is not Zord. that is very much not Zord. All right, let's get hunting frickin' thingy. Let's hunt the frickin' Carcadet. This is gonna be annoying. Let's rock and roll. All right, so fire sandwiches. I know it's red peppers. Event started to rule edge. Start on the 2nd. Really? I thought they ended on Sundays. Okay, weird. Strange. I could have sworn that they actually would have ended today, because like they normally end on the Sundays. Yeah, you're nowhere near the part in the game where that pops up. So. Yeah, you're nowhere near the part in the game I thought you were at, so that's why I didn't say the thing. Origin. Oh, Bionis. Okay. Really? Interesting. I guess that they're going to end on a different day, then. I could have sworn they ended on Sundays. Unless this one is going for longer. Which I could see. I could vaguely see them having actually extended it for a reason, because, like, they're version exclusives. And they're annoying to get, but I guess yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, no, Zord's not the one that says that. Yeah, I've learned. I've learned, Caleb, to hold my tongue when it comes to certain things. Which is why I said that fight, not name of the character. Damn it. And for some reason, I want the sewer ledge and the armor is removed and doors over. Well, that's because it rolls over the new raids. That's because it rolls over to a new raid thing, so it refreshes everyone's raids. Hey, Omar, how you doing? But also, again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so. How's all you doing? Yep. Thank you, Omar, for grabbing Andreas' link. Let's go. I'm really hoping at my shiny Car Cadet today. Like, I just want my third Car Cadet shiny so I can finish the line. Though, I'm gonna be what? No. If I get a marked one, then I'm gonna be needing to go. I really hope my shiny I get is not marked. Because then I only have a fourth one. The only events that does, no matter a single clock. Yeah. Yeah, freaking clock synced ones are annoying. But now begins the hunt for the Blue Eyes fire thingy. For the Blue Eyes fire monster thing. Alright. And cap the day of the interesting. Yeah, I have my hedgers offline noise. Oh, right. You're probably doing local fight between your games. That's probably how you're able to still do it without losing the raid. But if you connect to online, I think it will remove them. That's actually pretty smart. Also, my dear boy, your vaunted intuition is before. I have no idea who says that. I don't remember that line. That is actually a new... Maybe that sounds slightly familiar? I don't remember that line. But how's everyone doing tonight? I'm doing pretty well. Oh, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Okay. Okay. Okay, when people say Xenoblade, they generally mean the originals. That explains the confuse. Yeah, so like freaking... Looking for the blue eyes on this one is annoying. Because, I mean, it isn't a huge change. But it is enough. Like, the blue eyes do stand out more than you'd expect. They stand out more than you'd think. Okay. Yeah, Xenoblade 1 is amazing. Love it. It's a great game. I enjoy it. I could never really get into Xenoblade Chronicles 2, mostly because just the controls. I wasn't a fan of the battle system, and I mean, for me, game controls is kind of a big thing. It's the reason I never played Kirby Superstar on the Switch Virtual Console, because just the controls have not aged well. Xenoblade has some of the most serious scenes. It's great. Like, Xenoblade just does so good. But how are you doing, Shining Blue? Can one of the mods please go grab Shining Blue's link? Hope you're doing well, Shining. How are you doing this fine evening, afternoon, morning, or night, depending on where you are in the world? Because I know we get the wonderful people from all around the planet. Zawaldo. Nope. Picnic. Picnicking. Let's go. But yeah, for those who don't know, my worst shiny hunt ever has actually been the Car Cadet. Even including the Ho-Oh shiny hunt and the fact that I have gone 5 times over odds and gotten 2 shinies of the Car Cadet family. I actually have already I have hit beyond odds on this thing. Thank you for grabbing that. Hey, Amazon, how you doing? I don't think those are the blue eyes. Yeah, those are not blue eyes. Blue eye. Blue eyes, red, flame thing. I was trying to make a red eyes, not red eyes black dragon, blue eyes white dragon joke, but it just failed completely. Oh, might have to look for some new raids if, raids. Yeah, I'd recommend looking for when the end of the raids, leave it there. Best line is Rex friend zone line. Please explain, Amazon. Please explain in excruciating details this friend zone line. I must hear this. I must hear this line. But also, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Really? It has ended already? Alright. I had a feeling it ended. Because, like, they generally end on the 10th. And, like, not the 10th. They generally end on, like, Sundays when it comes to the Pokemon raid events. Because they start on Thursdays. At least, like, Thursdays for where I am. And then they end on Sunday evenings. February the 3rd. Yeah. Yeah, they generally... They start on, like, Thursday night where I am and end on Sunday night. So I kind of like keep track of minutes because they're not that long. Hey, Aiden, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. I hope. The other thing, I've actually set up a good amount of hunts today. I have 3 water types I'm planning on hunting if we can get the Carcadet. So if we can actually get this shiny, then we're moving on to those types, those water types. I have a list. The order of priority for the water types is kind of thing. Really? What are the 10 shinies and what are the 3 different games? I'm very curious. I must hear what the games these shinies were acquired in is. Please explain. I must know all about the sparkles. Carcadet, you better sparkle. I want blue eye little fire thingy. So, sparkle for me. I need to finish off the family of the shinies. Also, Nia had Redact for spoiler, and I love you, Rex. I love you. I love all you guys. Play 4, 0, record 3. Yeah, Jordan, when I buy Am, with the Rand. I'm sorry, wait, whoa. What? Explain, please. Explain all of that, please. Because none of that makes any sense. I mean, granted, again, I did not play Chronicles 2 much. The last thing I remember about when I was playing Chronicles was I was in some sort of, like, skeleton thing. There was, like, some sort of, like, skeleton monster I was inside of. I don't remember where it was, but there was like some flying bird-looking blade thing, and I was in just like a cave. That's all I remember, and I don't think I ever picked up the game again. Yeah, I did not pick the game up again after that. Language! I can't hear someone exclaim language and just not think of Captain America Steve Rogers. It's an impossibility. It's just too good. Ah, that line's great. Language! I love it. But what I would love more is to get a Carcadet shiny. I mean, the thing is, Amazon, we do kind of try and keep it PG. We very much do try to keep the channel PG. Like, if it slips out on me, you know, okay, I let it slip out. I like to try to keep the filter on. It shows I'm getting very, very, very infuriated with something. But I do actively want to keep the channel, like, I want to keep, like, the chat relatively PG. Avengers of each of 39 language. I love that. Ah, I love that move. Those moves are great. Rocket. I do wonder when we're going to get this shiny. Longest hunt for Oki character. Carcadet. Carcadet's the longest one. I can't hear the word shawarma. What even is shawarma? Okay, can someone explain to me what shawarma actually is? Is it a real thing? Though after the story, you can see a picture of the Christmas Bass before the Chronicles 3. I mean, I know there's a lot of like references to Chronicles like 1 and 2 in Chronicles 3. I just haven't played Chronicles 2. At some point, I'm gonna watch Chugga Conroy's like Let's Play of the game, but that is gonna be in a while. I think it's a sandwich. Interesting, Riz. Thank you. Thank you, Riz, for your assistance. Very useful. Most useful, my friend Roost. But also, guys, again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We got lots of stuff and things coming in the future. Guard Cadet. Okay, you're not shiny. We don't care about you if you're not shiny. Very lucky. Nice. The good news is messing around with my setup. Finally got a good camera working again. Finally able to... Nice. Delightful. Delightful. Egg is hatching. Egg go hatch. This shouldn't be like the last one here, I think. I don't think it's gonna be the last one. Yeah, maybe it is. Also, for those who are wondering why we are not gonna be doing terror raids today, I'm still unsure if connecting to the internet will override my outbreaks. And because I've already set up today's hunt specifically with the outbreaks I have at present in mind, those getting overridden would be problematic. Because historically we have had outbreaks get overridden. I will check the DMs off screen. Mostly because when I'm streaming, I have the replay buffer going. And the replay buffer really does not like when the Discord's open. I'm using my camera, but it wasn't putting it in the footage, which is getting on my nerves. Yeah, technology shining. We can't live with it, can't live without it. It is a wonderful thing, except it is highly infuriating at times. I mean, I can't take my Switch off the dock without the audio going and just freaking the heck out. Like, every time I take my Switch off the dock, and I put it back in, I need to redo all of my settings. I need to, like, reconnect everything, because it screws up the audio, and I don't know why. You can not own Chronicles at the game. I had a feeling you'd probably get to be able to pick up, like, the weapons from the first 2 games as, like, references. I have no idea. I have no clue what kind of capture. There's no brand label on the capture card. I have no idea what it is. I have been trying to figure out what it is. But there's like no branding anywhere on it. Let's Meets. Okay, rated Meets World. Who's Meets World? Who's this? Hey, welcome in AJ. Welcome in Razzie. Welcome in Sido 620. Welcome in, guys. Thank you very much for coming in. Who's the other raid leader? Unbroken Gav, welcome in. Thank you very much for popping into the stream here. Take a picture of the center. I will be happy to do that. I will get that to you after the stream because, like, I love this capture card. It was not very expensive and it works extremely well. Welcome there. Thank you very much, the Raiders. Welcome. There it is. Avery Meets World. Welcome in. Thank you very much for the raid. If you guys haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But can one of our mods please go grab Meets World raid, Meets World's link, please? Thank you very much. But how is everyone out there doing in the peanut gallery of power, as we like to call it? Hope you're having a wonderful day. What were you streaming, Meets? If you don't mind my asking, were you doing a bit of shiny hunting, or were you doing some other stuff? Wait, was that blue? No, that was just my eyes screwing with me and playing tricks on me. No, nothing. I'm doing very well today, AJ. I can finally finish the one hunt that has been absolutely traumatizing me because of how insane it is. We're doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Ooh, fine. I enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm a big fan of the anime, I have never been. I used to love playing like the card games with like my friends, but I kind of stopped after like GX. I've heard like great things about the games though. Glad to see you had fun getting by. Yeah, sometimes that happens. It's like the same way with me with doubles, because I do a lot of competitive Pokemon, and we do viewer battles as well. So it's always fun for that to happen. But if you guys haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And, okay, it doesn't seem like there's any mods. Let me just check these. No shinies. Seems like there's no mods in the chat. Let me go grab the link for you, please. Welcome in, Gamer Dude. Thank you very much for popping in. Also, everyone, if we get to 2K subs by the end of February, we are actually going to be doing a shiny authentic Sinistea hunt. And if we get to 3K, by the time we, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom comes out, we're doing an all-day Tears of the Kingdom stream. It's going to be glorious, and it's going to be fun. But there is Avery Meets World. Please go show them some love. They gave us a raid. Thank you very much for popping over. Shiny Squid Blue, Shiny Noivern, and Shiny Rufflet. Delightful! Nice work, gamer. It's always satisfying when you get a shiny. It is always satisfying. We have 15 minutes left on our Sparkle Power Sandwich. Okay. But yeah, for those who don't know, the worst shiny hunt I have ever had was shiny Karkadet. Off screen, I was shiny hunting it, and I went for 10 sandwiches, if not more, without getting a shiny. And 10 sandwiches, that's actually absurdly over odds, considering that for every single sandwich, you generally get around between 1 times odds or 1.5 times odds for Pokemon just on the number of encounters, because I've done the math of this before. So we were over 10 times odds on this frickin' thing. And then I got my 2 shinies on like the 10 sandwiches. So even with that, our worst shiny hunt ever was shiny Ho-Oh so far. But then, this happened. So even with all of that, we're still, like, this is all our worst one. Oh, that's the point, Roost. That is the point. The idea is maximum suffering. Because as we all know, streaming is not about the creator and what they enjoy. It is about the suffering of the creator for the audience's amusement. Then he says, well, the thing is, all you gotta do is just catch them. Because the Pokedex will bring up what form the Sinistea is. It'll say, like, phony or authentic. So it will be able to tell you what it is. The hours away from over odds is... Oh, this was over 5 hours. Because every sandwich is 30 minutes. 10 sandwiches times 10 sandwiches, so 2 sandwiches every hour. That's over 5 hours. Yup, just like getting buyed in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah. Still no Froakie, Raphael. Still no Froakie as well. But yeah, it's the same way with me when I do doubles. Like, I am a big Pokemon doubles fan. Like, I love VGC, and I've actually gone to a regional once. We're hopefully gonna go to some regionals in the future. And I love them. You know when everyone get yellow, so blue. A dorky just got one recently and just instantly like DMZ. I'm sorry. Yeah, that happens, Roost. I mean, but you got shiny Petalil. You got a shiny Petalil though. Yeah, everyone seems to be getting Froakie. I need advice. Someone trying to get a ranked, but with Avery. Exclamation point. Discord. The Ironworks, that'll bring up our personal Discord. I'll be able to give you some tips on stuff like that. But pretty much, tips that I can offer for this are really like evaluate what your team is. Ranked battles are put together so you are not using your entire team. So a bigger emphasis needs to be put on making every single individual at their maximum strength. Because you can't always rely on... You can't always rely on your best support being there. Thank you very much, Omar, for doing that. But yeah, the way that I tend to build my teams is unless I'm this is a dedicated support Pokemon like Indeedee, which like is always there for support. I always build every one of my Pokemon in the mindset of how am I going to build this thing if I know I cannot bring its best partner. So say I have like back when I was backing in Sword and Shield, like I would have a Heatran. Okay, how do I build this Heatran if I know there is a non-zero chance that Gastrodon will not be in play? And I kind of like go off of from there. There are some Pokemon where, yeah, you kind of cannot build them in that same way, but it's a good starting point. Have you finally got the Gen 2 Gold? No, we have not, AJ. Oh yeah, for those who don't know, we're 5 times over odds on Shiny Ho-Oh in Dynamax Adventures in Sword and Shield. We've been hunting that thing for over a year, but we have a hunt that is worse than Ho-Oh. Karkadet. Because Karkadet was over 10 times odds before I got the shiny, and even then, with the double shiny I got of it, we still are over odds by like 5 times on this thing. Also, kind of like League of Legends, you build your team around what's meant. Yes, that is exactly the case. But it's also important to remember to not just bring hard meta. Hard meta teams work, but also they are exactly what people are expecting to be brought. So people will go out of the way to deliberately counter meta them, which leaves your team vulnerable to, well, counter meta. So it's basically this constant like seesaw of balancing your team with reliable solid meta and with your own thoughts of how to counter meta in addition to that. It's a very tricky thing to balance. Very anti-meta. Would recommend building team moves. I would say that the best way. I am often of the opinion that you can run the best meta team composition there is, but if you do not fundamentally understand the team because you did not build it yourself, you will fail. You can bring in a team that is anti-meta, that has all kinds of jank BS on it, and in theory does not play well, and you can win with it because you fundamentally understand the team. Understanding the team is more important than the team in a vacuum being good. Yes, Ho-Oh still does not exist. Need to play a funny joke. What do I need to pay for my insolence? I don't buy it. Nice. Delightful. But yeah, I'm a firm believer in understanding your team is the first step of being able to play. Because if you use whatever the best team is, but you don't understand what makes it good, you will be vulnerable to getting destroyed. Which is why I say that you play what you know, and then you slowly, incrementally change things. Actually, while I'm setting up the next picnic, I can do this. I actually keep right next to me. Where is it actually? It's somewhere around here. There it is. I keep what I call the playbook. This is basically a spiral notebook I have kept for several years of just all my VGC plans. Anytime I ever go in and like build a new battle team, I will always write down, okay, this is the stat spread, these are the moves, this is the composition. These are the fundamental ideas about it, and then I compare, okay, these are the problems with it, this is what beats it, this is what it loses to, this is what it does. And as time goes on, I make minor changes when I do things. Okay, next team. And, I mean, I'm kind of a freak for tracking stats and things like that, so not everyone goes to that same extent, but I do keep a sort of a record of what my team is as time's gone on. And I use that to gradually improve my lineups. Darla never being used in the team. Do you build your teams based on win conditions or just your entire crucial that's a good question. I build my teams more along the lines of, like, 1 or 2 concepts at first. So, like, I go in and I see, okay, there are, like, 2 things I would like to use. I get those first, and then I start looking at, okay, what pairs up well with this? What supports work well with this? What, you know, disruption works well with this? And I sort of, like, go from there. But I start with, like, 2 concepts to branch out. Like, my current Series 2 team I've been using... now I'm confident that you haven't. I'm exceptionally confident. I am exceptionally confident I have not missed a shiny card cadet. Because the blue eyes really stand out. Be like my present Series 2 team I've been using on Showdown, because I use Showdown for Logistics and Theory testing, is a Sun team based around Roaring Moon and Fluttermane. So it's like, okay, the base of the team is going to be Fluttermane, and it's going to be Roaring Moon for physical and special damage and high speed. Now, okay, what's going to pair well with this? Well, I'm going to need Torkoal for setting up Sun. Indeedee, I'd like Indeedee for, you know, Psychic Terrain. Okay, those are some good things. Then, okay, well, Brute Bonnet, that would be good for, like, redirection prevention. Or not good for redirection, that'd be good for, like, Spore support. And then I have, like, 1 leftover slot. I was like, okay. Then I'll go with, I'll just put on a Volcarona for, like, a filler slot. We'll then go Abomasnow, Balloon, Lokix, Arcanine. Alright, fun. A lot of people tell me to make teams based on start, whether it be Rain Dance, Storm, Raven Hill. Yeah, I go with, like, 1 or 2 things and sort of branch off from there. There's a lot of different ways people build their teams, and everyone does have their own individual ways at which they build the team the best. I don't think there is one definitive best way of starting a team build, because we all work out the solutions in different ways. I think it's an interesting lineup. Is it for singles or doubles? Still need a 5-star female raid. Yes, the thing is, the Indeedee raid needs to have Trick Room, and it needs to have a low-speed IV. So it's those 2 conditions. And you can check this by, like, if you do the raid first, save before doing the raid, beat the raid, catch it, check the IVs. If it has a low-speed IV and it has Trick Room, then that is the target. Those who don't know, the only way of getting female Indeedee with Trick Room is to get it in a 5-star raid. It is infuriating, considering it is one of the best Trick Room Pokemon there is. No, I think Lokix is pretty good. Like, Lokix has a very good ability. Tinted Lens means that even if it's hitting a resisted target, it's still doing, like, normal damage, which is kind of terrifying. So, like, for example, you could hit a fire type with a bug move. That bug move would still do full damage against it. It's really terrifying. Because it lessens the power of not very... It increases the power of not very effective moves. Give it Axe Kick, Wide Lens. Yeah, it's able to just destroy things. It's really terrifying. Because especially with terastallizing, and terastallizing into things to counter weaknesses, it still is able to do a lot of damage. Like, for example, someone terastallizes a Armarouge. Like, okay, you go to hit Armarouge with the bug move, and then it terastallizes into a fire type. Well, you're hitting it for the same power you would have normally. Because functionally, it's a, fire type now, so your bug move is doing not very effective damage. Whereas normally, it's a neutral hit on a psychic and fire type Pokemon. But if it translates into fire, well, Tinted Lens kicks in, doubles the power, so now it's doing normal damage anyway. It's terrifying. Did you find that you were needing a more offensive power? Because I would generally say replacing Breloom with Amoonguss. And I say that as someone who Amoonguss has traumatized throughout multiple leagues. There are a few Pokemon I do not miss. One of them is Amoonguss. Anytime that thing ever comes into battles, just bad things happen. It's just... Because I'm presently in a draft league right now. I'm mid to playoffs. And my opponent has an Amoonguss. This is a doubles draft league, by the way. And me and some friends have been going over, like, all of the damage calculations, trying to find something that will put the mushroom down. And there is nothing. Well, the thing is, you run Trick Room on slow teams because it inverts the turn order. So that's the point of a Trick Room team, is to have it be a slow team. But also, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And how's everyone doing today? But yeah, I recommend in that case you'd run a Trick Room team. You wouldn't run Tailwind on it. There's certain Pokemon that can do well in both Trick Room and Tailwind. There's actually a specific archetype of those teams called Tail Room. Some Pokemon can do very, very well in them. The trick is, not as many of those Pokemon are available in this game. Like, I know Umbreon was very, very good in Tail Room teams. Like, Umbreon was good. I think Togekiss was also pretty good in them. But that was also, like, before Togekiss lost Tailwind. That was also DBH Color. You should go and rest, Roost. You need to go sleep. So sleep. Go sleep. Arcanine is an RU one. I think a lot of it is they... I mean, I don't play a lot of Smogon singles. I stick to doubles. But I think an issue is that it's probably lost a couple of moves. You gotta remember, with the advent of Clear Amulet, Intimidate has really fallen off in terms of its versatility. I have 6 times tomorrow. Wow, that's painful. I do not miss that. Is this doubles RU or singles RU? Because I know just in general, Intimidate has kind of suffered a bit, because, fun fact, Amazon made his friend Rage quit at Shiny Races twice. How? I mean, I think it's down to the Clear Amulet has really done a number on Intimidate users. Because you want to have your physical attackers, you know, with the Clear Amulet to block the stat drop. But the thing is that you bring Intimidate to deal with the physical attackers. But the physical attackers are now running Clear Amulet to deal with the Intimidators. So the Intimidators eventually become pointless. And it just becomes better to run another Pokemon on the team in place of it. Because essentially the whole point is, well, you're running this Pokemon to deal with physical attackers. And it just kind of goes away. Yeah, I love the blue eyes on Shiny Carcadet. It is delightful. But thank you very much, Lily Simplin. Thank you very much for popping in. Hope you're having a good day. Alright, game, give me the blue eye little fire thingy. Give me the blue eye little fire thingy. Yeah. Well, we were doing an area lock, so no shiny boosts. He was ahead. Then I took the lead with Actu. About 15 minutes then moved over. The next area found shiny Deerling immediately. However, keeps SP. What do you mean what's SPA? You mean special attack? That is Snarl. And one thing that also helps keep like special attack, like keeps like Snarl in check, is two things: Defiant and competitive. Also, Haze. For a long time, Merc with Haze was like a really, really big thing. And it kind of completely negated Snarl and Intimidate's entire presence, because, oh yeah, boop, all stat drops gone. Foxy, we always stream this late on Sundays. Aside from next week Sunday, where we're going to be streaming earlier. But yeah, we always do late streams on Sundays. What are you doing, Foxy? How you doing? again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. You guys are the ones that make all this possible. If it weren't for you, I'd just be some chocolate talking into a camera. You usually pop into streams already. I know, but I have a schedule that I keep, lady. It's generally the case. The only early Sunday stream we're going to be doing for a while is probably going to be next week. Appreciate the advice of the rank brand. Yeah, the hardest part is starting out. Starting into competitive is the hardest part of actually doing competitive. Because there is so much you need to learn so quickly. I'm hanging there relaxing for 3 hours of shiny hunting, Noibet, and Pogo. Yeah, I used to play Pokemon Go a lot. I ended up stopping playing Pokemon Go because I use Pokemon Go as a workout aid. I would use it to help me lose weight, to motivate me to go out and run. But as time went on, I was able to motivate myself to go out running and just doing exercises in the house, just more on my own. And Go kind of fell to the wayside for me. So I can respect the Go grind set mindset. Also, with, my school, going on lockdown, and, I played mostly because of my school, my college campus. So, that kind of, took a lot out of it. The rule regarding the button. I know. I know your rule, lady. Yeah, I use Go for exercise, and honestly, it was a very good tool for that. Because, you have to go certain distances in order to, hatch stuff and get candy. It's a very, very good way of, encouraging people to go exercising. But yeah, I'm hoping we get the Carcadet shiny soon. Oh. We have... Our, sandwich has ended. Okay. I'll do one more sweep, and then we'll set up a new sandwich. Nope, camera, stop freaking out. Stop freaking out, camera. Honestly, at this point, I can actually spare the Urban Mystica. I know exactly how to crash a goat. That is a very random thing. That's called my Dead Fit app added. I have no idea what that is. I have no clue what that is, Foxy. I still got a competitive and just yeah, again, the hardest part is starting to understand it. It's a lot. There is a lot to understand about competitive Pokemon, and it's kind of a nightmare. Because when it came to me learning competitive, I had a lot of great teachers, I guess is the best way of saying it. Basically, it was the Penn State Pokemon Club routinely beating me into the ground in terms of our weekly events. So eventually, I just got better because I was sick and tired of losing all the time. So the desire to not lose hardened my resolve and basically gave me victory. Because learning Pokemon, learning competitive, it is not this gradual process, as a lot of people will kind of make it out to be this little gradual iterative process. You can go either a couple of months or a couple of weeks, and everything just starts slotting into place in your brain, and then it just clicks. Or it can go months. It is different for every person, but there will be a moment where it just clicks, and then everything just starts to make sense. At least that's how it was for me. I'm doing hunting with a level 2 bug scammy. Nice. Hey, Crimson, how you doing? Can one of the mods please go grab Crimson's link? How you been, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Tasty Max is original. Tidal power, firepower. Let's go. Bro, it's been years, but thanks. They started in Gen 1. Oh, Gen 1. I was never a big Gen 1 guy. I have only played one game in Kanto, and that is Let's Go. It's very, very difficult for me to go and play any of the games pre-Gen 4 because of the physical special split not happening yet. I love my Gen 4 updated moves just so much. I've done a few games with the Gen 3 mechanics. I played XD and Coliseum, and I love those games for what they are. But playing them is just kind of agony. Because I'm just like, these moves are all not good. I'm doing okay. Yeah, for me, it's, for me, it was like, the one thing that just always sticks out to my mind is I was doing a playthrough of XD, and I picked up Duking's Trade Dragon Dance Larva that Outrage. And, you know, this is me, who's been, you know, this is around the time, like, Ultra Sun and Moon I had. So, like, I didn't understand, I had, like, a very firm grasp on, like, physical attack, special attack, you know, Dragon Dance to set up and, you know, do more damage. And I was like, I'm gonna set up some Dragon Dances, and then I'm gonna start hitting things with Crunch. And then I was facing the Shadow Lugia, and I was like, why is Crunch doing nothing to this thing? And then I remembered, right, Dark was a special attack typing back in the day. So I set up like 3 Dragon Dances and then just did nothing. It's like, oh yeah, I have to use Rock Slide for this. It's just like that moment of, oh, that's why. Just kind of always sticks out to me. Because it was like, I can't, because like I have to mentally readjust myself to the older mechanics. And that is a very difficult thing for me to do. Because playing at this point is just second nature to me. You know, it's like instinctive at this point. So, like, intentionally, like, dialing that off is very, very difficult. It's what there's people in the club who they play a lot of Gen 3. Like, they do a lot of Gen 3 competitive. And the way that they can just turn from, you know, present-day gameplay mechanics back to playing Generation 3 styles, like, it impresses me on just an insane level of how the heck do they do that. It is a skill I wish I could have, but I know I never will. It's like singing. Dad, that's Resident Evil. I want to play... I've actually heard very good things about Resident Evil. I want to play some of the Resident Evil games. Would you have a recommendation for the first Resident Evil game to play? But I still gotta get around to playing Metroid Dread. Yeah, for those who don't know, we've been doing a Metroid, like, series where we played all of the games blind. Because I had never played a Metroid game. I still had never played a Mario game. And, we are now going to be playing Dread soon. Blind. It's going to be fun. Because, like, it's like right over here. It's like, my copy of Dread is, like, right there it is. Still with the plastic on the case. I've had this thing for almost a year, and I haven't opened it yet. I need to get around to doing it at some point. But we're going to be doing it soon, because we've mostly wrapped up our Pokemon Let's Go Let's Play. Now what we got to do is, like, we just got to, like, do the Master Trainers. So, like, okay, that's going to get hiatus for a bit. We're going to start returning to record the blind, Legend of Zelda Link to the Past series, get working on Dread, and get back to Splatoon 3. We do all kinds of stuff here. All kinds of stuff and things. In addition to shiny hunting. I find a way of doing it all. Alright, Karkadak, show me the blue eyes of things. Hey, we're getting rated! Welcome in, Tyler! Thank you much. I've never been more underleveled in a Pokemon game than I am right now. Generation 4 will like to have a word with you. Pop quiz. How is leader of Mecca? No idea. Hey, Blizz99, thank you very much for popping in. Thank you very much for that raid. Welcome in, Tyler. If you guys haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And thank you very much, Omar, for going and grabbing the link. How are you doing, Blitz? What were you streaming on your end? And how did it go, my friend? Hey, Pyramar, how you doing? Welcome in, my man. Hey, SpongeBob. Thank you very much for coming in. Hey, Jose Martinez, how you doing? Welcome in, guys. I have level 30 Pokemon against the Gen 4 Elite Four. Hey, thank you very much, Gamer Arts. Frederick, welcome in, guys. Thank you very much. Well, that's a big raid. Second amazing raid of the day. Thank you very much for popping in. If you guys haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And, Omar, can we please get another repost of the link? Pop quiz. Who is the leader of Macadamia Guys? That, I think, is a trick question, as there are 2 answers. Well, okay, I'll tell you like 3 answers. And welcome in, Cross-Ice Fighter. Thank you very much for coming in. If you guys haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. If we get to 2K subs by the end of the month, we're hunting a shiny authentic Sinisty. We're going to be suffering delightfully for you. Shiny hunting? Yep, we are shiny hunting once again. Hey, thank you very much, SpongeBob, for that subscribe. I'm doing very well tonight. We are just returning to my most terrifying. The IRL. I mean, again, there's still like 2 answers for that. So like there's still multiple answers to that question, all of which are technically right. And thank you very much, gaming. Hi, Foxy. How you doing? Thank you very much for coming in. Like there's a trick question. Like the thing is, you have said your thing on the spoilers, so like I can't answer because that's a spoiler. I can't answer it. Like I can't answer the question without spoiling, honestly. I know how you feel about that. Again, still a spoiler. I can't answer without spoiling. I can't answer that question. You need to ask a different question. I can't answer that right now. Oh, the guy in Metal Face. Not Metal Face. The guy in Gold Face, then. Okay. Egg Because things happen. Because there is stuff and things that happen in the game's plotline that you have yet to see. So I can't spoil them yet. I needed to answer carefully, okay? There are many answers, many of which are spoilers. Mudkip loves lemons. Yep, Mudkip indeed likes lemons. Lemon. Lemon. I kind of want to make a lemon command at some point. Freaking Sparkle already, Carcadet! Like, this is the worst hunt I have ever had, and I despise this thing with every fiber of my being, despite the fact that Armarouge is one of my favorite Pokemon this game added. I freaking love that thing. It's like, no. The family does not want to Sparkle form because it hates me. Lemon. Ah, so you have reached Agneritha. That's the name of the place. I love Agneritha. Do all of the side quests there. There's a really, really just neat thing. I mean, you're going to do the side quests anyway, but like, it's an especially neat trademark thing. I love it. Like, Agneritha is a place that really hits hard. I had 6-star Armarouge yesterday. You know, my favorite raid now. Oh, boy, do I know, Foxy. Do I know that it is your favorite? I mean, it's one of the few raids that, like, it's one of the many raids that the amazing Grimmsnarl is just capable of joking. I love it. Grimmsnarl is one of my favorite support Pokemon to run in Terra raids. It can absolutely kneecap any special attacker, and it also just has, like, a really, really good support move kit. I feel, oh yeah, like, oh no, yes, it was like, was this like National Lemon Cake or Carrot Cake Day? I think it was Carrot Cake Day yesterday. Thank you very much, Omar, for grabbing the link again. Thank you very much. Thank you. Show me the freaking blue eyes. I just want the blue eye sparkle fire thingy. I just want Sparky Sparky Blue Man. So all good. Not exactly, Roost. Not exactly. If you go to the badge check gate and just like run around in circles, and you go to the shaking grass spots, you can find Audino. Like, literally the entire point of Audino, Roost, is to be an experienced punching bag. That is the entire reason that thing exists. For you to beat the experience points out of it. Because it's basically Black and White's equivalent of Chansey when it comes to experience grinding. Roost had a smooth brain moment. Roost had a smooth brain moment. It has grass. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's like the new Chansey, because, like, it's very different than Chansey in that Audino actually can learn, like, a very good number of moves, and it also gets, like, it gets workup. It gets a very good assortment of mixed moves, and it also is one of the few normal types that's bulky that actually has a respectably solid physical defense stat. It's important to remember that most normal type defensive Pokemon tended to lean on the heavily special defense side. Granted, a large part of this was due to back in Gen 1, you had like Blissey, Chansey, Wigglytuff, like all, like, well, Chansey, Wigglytuff, Snorlax, like, they had very low special stats, or like relative low special stats. So, well, I mean, Chansey had like a ridiculous special stat. So, they buffed them in the next game when they added special defense, and going bonkers all out with their amazing special defense. And that trend kind of continued on through, like, all of the future subsequent games, where they started to essentially follow that stat line spread. Audino was really the one that broke that in being a physically mixed defensive normal type. Gen 1, Chansey using Minimize. Destroy it. It deserves destruction. I think back in Gen 1, maybe it was like Submission? I know Stomp will always hit and deal double damage to a Pokemon using Minimize. In Gen 4, I know Dragon Rush did the same thing, where it would always hit a Pokemon who used Minimize, and it would inflict double damage. Which, like, really makes Dragon Rush good. Except for that Smogon bans all evasion moves. Because, like, Dragon Rush, the most, like, awesome move that no one ever uses. It's a 100 base power move, 75% accuracy, and has, like, a 20% chance to flinch, I think. It's such an awesome move. And it's just like, nope, no one uses it. Nope, nope, no one uses it. It's like, it would be so good. I mean, the funny thing is that it's like dragon version of Iron Tail. Another move that no one uses. But people think that Iron Tail is even worse than it. A lot of that is because, like, you don't really use Steel for offensive damage. You use it for, like, defensive typing. And also, a lot of us are very familiar with Dragon Rush because of the one and only lady herself, Cynthia. The terror, scourge of Nintendo players. The destroyer of dreams. Crusher of souls. And devourer of nightmares. I'm not clipping that. Minimize was an annoying move to deal with in these. I think back in, like, Gen 1, Minimize was the same as Double Team. Because I remember back looking at, like, a list of status moves that they actually changed in later games. One of them I remember was they buffed Minimize to now give a double boost. Because before, I think it was just a clone of Double Team, or, like, a Double Team was added, and they buffed Minimize. Like, okay, well, Minimize exists, we'll make it better, and we'll give everything freaking Double Team. So, like, to make Minimize a bit more special. Because the same happened with Tail Glow in the transition from Gen 3 to Gen 4. Because back in Gen 3, Tail Glow just gave you a +2 on your special attack. But Generation 4, they added Nasty Plot. And a lot of Pokemon got access to Nasty Plot. So they buffed Tail Glow, making it a 3-stage boost instead of just a regular 2-stage boost. Current team is Shulk Domain. Yeah, like, I'll be honest, that's kind of what a lot of people like rocking around that point in the game. But a strong case can be made for Melia. A strong case can be made for my girl Melia. Mostly because, like, she doesn't need a special anti-Mechon weapon in order to deal damage with Ether. Though, when you're using Ether against Mechon, they take half damage. But then again, like, Shulk, Dun, Van Ryn, they have just so many good damage arts. So good, I love them. Let's go. Frickin' thing! Will you please sparkle for me, you little fiery hothead? I want my sparkles. Yeah, I think that Karkat's just cursed. I think this Pokemon is just cursed for me. Because, like, I hunt this thing, and it just refuses to sparkle for me. If I spend the entire night just hunting this thing, and I miss out on fricking the water types I wanted to hunt, I'm gonna be kind of mad. Target like, I'm not gonna shine. I don't want Foxy to like the stream. Yeah, I can believe that. I can believe this little spiteful thing. Like, honestly, I'll be happy if I get my Froakie today. Like, I will accept getting the first shiny Froakie tonight if I don't get my Karkadet. I will take that. But getting neither will just infuriate me beyond all compare. Because, like, we have a schedule to keep. If we want to be on track to get our shiny living decks completed in a reasonable stretch of time before the DLCs start rolling in, we need to get a certain number of sparklies every single day. Anybody has main physical teams, 3 Ashok, Dine, Fiora, Ether. The thing, I mean, Ricky kind of is mixed. Ricky's kind of a mixed attacker, I guess. He's a jack of all trades. So, like, he gets good Ether and he gets very good physical. A lot of people tend to outfit him as Ether. The same actually happens with Fiora. She can run Ether sets as well. Because it really just depends on, like, what the situation is. It's just that's what you find you tend up running more often. Which is fun. But also, kind of not really. Yeah. 3 out of that. Yeah, it's... Like Charlotte would be a lot better if it weren't for the fact that her Ether Rifle mechanics are just very, very janky. Because, like, I like the idea that, yeah, as the heat gauge increases, her damage arts do more damage, her healing arts do less HP healing. Problem is, working around that in the middle of a battle that's real time, where she just gets shut down, is really... Because you can do chain attacks. Oh no, Charlotte's just not a part of them because she's cooling down her rifle. She just can't do anything. Why? Why? This awesome idea, and they flubbed it. They had one job, and they flubbed it. 720. Froakie. I love how unamused Froakie actually is. It's just me. General bemusement. I'm not gonna have fun releasing all these things off stream, because, I'm looking forward to home, so mass releasing can be a thing. But I'm also not looking forward to home, because then it means Rillaboom's coming back. When I love Rillaboom, I don't like Grassy Surge nonsense. I really don't like Grassy Surge nonsense. Like, it lost Grassy Glide. I'm glad my boy lost Grassy Glide. But I really don't want to deal with Grassy Terrain boosted Woodhammers. I'm broken because he's a tank and has some of the strongest burst damage of the game. And now, yeah. Like, I believe the single most damage you can do in the entire game with a single attack is actually Ryan's Sword Drive. Because if you stack up a max chain attack, and then because I think like Sword Drive has like some sort of special damage modifier, a max boosted Sword Drive, I believe, is the single most powerful hit in the entire game. And I freaking love it. Like, they give you Ryan so early in the game. You think, oh, he's like just the meat shield. No, my friends. Ryan is top tier hero material. Love this guy. It is always Ryan time. Yeah. Magnum Charge, that's what it is. So I remember there was something that like converts his talent gauge into damage boost. I forgot it was Magnum Charge. Also, one of my favorite things, I was watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I got to part 2, Battle Tendency. And, like, the first thing I thought when I saw young Joseph was, like, he's literally just Ryan if you recolored him blue. He's even got, like, a lot of the same personality as well as being British. So it's like, look at Ryan, look at young Joseph side by side, tell me that is not just a blue palette swap of Ryan. And I love it. Like, it just made Battle Tendency so much more awesome to watch, just imagining it's just Ryan. And Berserker, right. Yeah, I remember there's like a couple of things you gotta do to like trick out the thing to get into the max combo, and it's insane how much damage you can do. I love it. But like, I mean, the most satisfying thing in Xenoblade is all the damage threshold achievements you get, where it's like World Shaker, Bone Breaker, Quantum Killer combo. Like, it's so satisfying seeing you get those, like, yeah, you just broke a new damage threshold. I love it. But, like, the achievement names in that game are just glorious. Berserker is pure insanity. Keep in mind, it runs a lot of HP because it drops your physical defense by 50%, I think, and increases. Yeah, it just so much damage. So freaking much damage. Oh, like, my favorite thing is, yeah, you use, like, a certain amount of arts as all the characters. They all have, like, awesome quotes. It's like, Melly's, like, attack me if you dare. Ryan's is now it's Ryan time. Ricky's is Ricky use arts. I love them. Like, the game has so much personality. I think that's my favorite. Like, Xenoblade has a lot of things I love about it. The music, the characters, the world, the design of it, the music, the characters, the story, the lore. But, like, the personality, I say, has got to be the best. And again, look at young Joseph Joestar from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Compare that to Ryan. Tell me that is not the same, like, the same look. They even have, like, the same color hair. In, like, a vaguely similar style. And both have, like, that bombastic personality. I love it. Legendary heroes. And yes, the Ryan spiking Ricky. I mean, That's more like Ryan himself just being legendary right there. But like, I mean, like the game's like little things, like the names of the achievements, the names of the monsters. I love it. The unique monsters have all their own names. The name of the music is just great. Like, yo, mechanical rhythm. You will know our names. Unfinished battle. Great. Not breaking the intercourse. Yeah. I love that. Warrior Purple Legends. I'm a purified awake, and I'm the 360 Sun Twisted. Oh, is that a Dragon Ball reference? Joseph is great. I mean, like, the thing is, Joseph used to be my favorite. Then I was like, okay, Jotaro's pretty awesome. Like, Jotaro, like, the thing is, it's hard to say, like, my favorite Joestar, because they're all so great. Like, I love how Jonathan is just, like, Mr. Absolute Wholesome Hero. He's like the Steve Rogers of JoJo. He just absolutely just, like, pure wholesome, just exudes good energy. Then you got, you know, Joseph, who's literally, like, blue-colored Rhine. Then you got Jotaro, who just, like, he has the face of a thug, but he's actually really smart and nice. Josuke, I didn't like it first. It's like, no, Josuke's fun. I like Josuke. Didn't like Jotaro at first. He grew on me. And Jolene, I didn't like at first. She grew on me as well. Hey, how you doing, Ash? Yeah, I agree. I agree, Ash. Jotaro is great. I mean, I think a large part of why Jotaro is my favorite is that he is the JoJo you get the most exposure to. Because he's in Stardust Crusaders, which, you know, is like the start of, like, the longer arcs. He appears in he appears, like, frequently in, like, semi-frequently in Diamond is Unbreakable. He appears at points, like, briefly in Golden Wind. And then he has, like, a relatively major involvement in Stone Ocean. So, like, you get to see him actively doing a lot of things. Because, like, yeah, you get, you know, Joseph, and he appears in Diamond is Unbreakable, but he's old. He just doesn't really do much. Aside from, like, the things with the baby. And then he was in Stardust Crusaders, and he's awesome in Stardust Crusaders. And, you know, of course, Battle Tendency, legend. It's gonna be weird going back to work tomorrow after being iced for 4 days. Wow! You were iced for a long time. Dang. Yeah, Joseph was in 3 parts as well, but he didn't do as much. Also, part 3, 4, 5, 6. No, Jotaro was in 3. Not 3. Yes, 3 parts. I'm holding up 4 fingers. Yeah. But yeah, but Joseph didn't do as much when it came to Diamond is Unbreakable. He had great moments though in Diamond is Unbreakable. But yeah, I enjoyed a lot of that. I would say 3 of the Fridays probably wasn't really icy. Yeah, probably wasn't really icy. But I'm assuming that they canceled work, like, just for safety reasons. I still can't believe, like, we still have not gotten our shiny Carcadet yet. This is insane. Yeah. Yeah, Friday was not fun, because, like, where I was, I had to go out and get bread for dinner, because we had BLTs for dinner. And I had to go drive to the local store. And on 4 separate occasions, on just the way to the store, I hit, like, these icy patches. It was just... I could feel the car swerve under me. And it was just, like, absolutely just fear. Because the car that I had to drive, like, it's a heavy car. You know, I feel freaking safe in that car because it's built like a freaking tank. But it's very, very heavy. So when, like, it swerves, you feel it. And it was like, my biggest worry is, if this thing gets out of control, I don't think I'll be able to, like, stop it. So I was driving, like, 10 miles under the speed limit, like, 15 miles under the speed limit. And it was just like, please, please don't think happen. Please don't think happen. Please don't think happen. And, like, I was glad there was no one on the road. But it was, like, terror. driving on icy roads. But yeah, studded tires are very good. Studded tires are a very useful thing. Yeah, we got a little bit left until the sandwich ends. Freaking heck! We're going on to 3 sandwiches with no shiny. 0 ice built on Friday, so I drove around for a bit. No ice. Yeah, we got iced up here. And we got a lot of lake effects, you know, because I live within like 4 miles of a big lake, so we get a lot of lake effect snow. And a lot of snow happened. It was not fun. Speaking of not fun, no shiny is also similarly not fun. And that's on Wednesday, Thursday. Yikes. Yeah. Yeah, I remember my brother was like, why don't they just, like, install, like, heated things in the road? And my response to that was, you have no idea how much that would cost to redo all of the roads. And also, no idea how much electricity that would absolutely just devour. My brother has many smooth-brained moments, despite being older than I am. Yeah. Like, is enchant only needed for face Mechon or all Mechon? Because I think Ryan is doing damage to Mechons without the enchant stuff. Or maybe it is... He may have an anti-Mechon weapon. If you have anti-Mechon weapons equipped, you are able to deal damage to Mechon. However, anti-Mechon weapons do significantly less damage or have worse stats in general than like the other regular weapons you'll get. Also, Machina weapons also deal damage to Mechon. But enchant allows non-anti-weapon and non-Machina weapon to deal damage to Mechon, as well as Monado Enchant also grants a flat damage buff to everyone affected. So it isn't just for Mechon, but Enchant does have some useful features. I never find myself using Enchant outside of when, like, you're just not fighting Mechon. And how much time do you get shiny in a mass outbreak thing? Generally, I get one within the sandwich. You know, in general, it is one sandwich in an outbreak will give me a shiny, which is the reason why this Carcadet hunt is in line for the annoyance of the typical hunts. I mean, even with like regular sandwich hunting, it still gives about the same. No. What 30 minutes? Yeah, but you gotta remember, your odds in an outbreak with a sandwich power of 30 minutes is 1 in like 512. You know, your odds are extremely high when it comes to like hunting in outbreaks. So like the 30 minutes as well as like the spawn boosting that they give, it really does compensate. Maybe it's because they aren't as many Carcadet. I don't think so. Carcadet has always been a hunt that has liked to screw with me. It took 5 hours to me find my first Carcadet. This was when I was off stream hunting. So that's 10 sandwiches. So I don't think it's not as many spawns. I think it's Carcadet just hates me. Which is a shame, because I actually really like this thing. Tomato, onion, pepper, and give me the burger. Let's do it! But yeah, how's everyone doing tonight? Hope everyone's doing quite well. I'm doing decently well myself, outside of the fact that I'm slowly losing my sanity because of a, little fiery thing that enjoys screwing with me. I'm doing okay. Got some shorts edited for tomorrow. Working on another long-form discussion video, talking about Cynthia. Gonna be glorious. You guys are gonna love it. And, other than that, preparing for some future series. Brad, go there, and put a pin on it. Cricket doesn't want to hit the like button. Yeah, Xenoblade. Dunban is... I don't know. Dunban's pretty smart. Dunban a pretty big brain guy. I like Dunban. Like, it's hard for me to say, like, my favorite characters in Xenoblade, because, like, I just like all of them. Aside from two. From two characters, I like pretty much every... I love the entire main cast, aside from those two characters. And most of that is, like, for one of them, Scarlet just does not play well. And I just don't like 7. Again, Melia guy. I will always be Team Melia. Alright, Carcadet. Be nice for us. I want you to shine. Because I want to finish this hunt. I have sank freaking so many Herba Mystica into you and your family. I think I have sank more Herba Mystica into hunting the Carcadet family than I sank into hunting all of the freaking Paradox Pokemon, now that I think about it. I don't know if it is Carcadet or Charcadet. I just don't like the sound of Charcadet. I may be pronouncing it wrong, but I don't really care. I just prefer the way it sounds with Carcadet over Charcadet. Because the ch sound, I don't know why. It just does not sound right. I know it's like charcoal or char. Imagine putting more herbs into Carcadet. Yeah, exactly. I have put more Herba Mystica into this freaking little fire thing than I have put into the entirety of the Violet Paradox Pokemon. That is how absurd this is being. Because I am now on Sandwich 13 of the entire family. So it's just like, game, what you doing, mate? What you heckin' doing? Picnic. After 2 hours, I just realized that it's cold because the heater is turned off. Yeah, that'll do it. I mean, it's like when I remember, oh yeah, right, I closed the vents in my room. Now imagine edging without a trying to Froakie. Okay, here's the thing though. This isn't even my worst Masuda hunt. Until something ends up passing Roggenrola, I'm not gonna be surprised at a Masuda hunt. I bet you don't know who says this quote. Yeah, Rhyme time. I think that's Shulk. Because I know it's not Rhine. Like, I can either see that as that's Shulk going along with it, or it's Fiora being snarky. Oh, yeah, Charlotte. Again, I never use Charla on my teams, so I just never hear her quotes. Hey, Mel, how you doing? Also, how you doing, Pixel? I'm suffering is what it is. Because, Carcadet hates me. I never actually did upload the Carcadet Shiny Reaction, now that I think about it. Cause yeah, those I never uploaded. I never uploaded the ones from the shiny hunt reactions. I never did that. Imagine if you did one sandwich without hatching and a Carcadet spawned. I mean, I would honestly take that. Like, at this point, I would take that. How about leave it to that's a Ricky quote. That's a Ricky quote. Ricky's great. Ricky, great character. We love Ricky. Ricky is an absolute bean. We love Ricky. My favorite thing about just like background for Xenoblade Chronicles stuff is they had a lot of trouble designing the Nopon. Because every time they were like designing like the beta versions of the Nopon, they would always, and this is like their words, come out looking like Pokemon or looking like Kirby. That's the reason why the Nopon have their like second set of arms that like rest right up here, in addition to those tiny little stub arms, is to make them much more distinct. Because yeah, I can see how they would look like a Pokemon otherwise, or like they would look like something out of Kirby. And it's like, yeah, you know, they just use like the second set of arms to hit stuff with a giant biter. I love that. I want to take a break so bad from hunting. Tachi but I feel like it's so close. I mean, that's always how it is. You always feel you're just one thing away. You always think it's gonna be that next egg. It's going to be the next one. It's gonna be the next one. It's gonna be the next one. And the next one. And the next one. But it never is. It never is until it is. Oh boy. Come on, game. You know, logic. You could use either a woman who uses a sniper or an old man uses ores. I mean, Dunban isn't that old. Dunban isn't that old. He's not much older than like Fiora. And like, he's not old. Dunban is not old. Dunban is not old. I mean, if you think that's old, check some of the Hyentia characters. Alright? Check the ages of some of the Hyentia and then tell me. Alright? 40 is not old. Bruh. This is mentioned the quote in chat. You can use a random one. If you love the end so much, why don't you marry this mo? Nice. Yeah, it didn't because Hyentia lived without years. Okay, dang, you already figured that out. Dang. Yeah, because Melia's 88. I love, it's like, yeah, you're counting like 1,000 years old. Melia, 88. I love that. Honestly, I used to hate the egg gathering system in this game. But when I realized I can just script and edit videos while I'm gathering eggs, I love the system. My friend started when I was 18. He's 40. Yeah. 40 is not old, exactly. Now, Carcadet, I want you to appear. You hear me? I am sick of not seeing the blue-eyed little fire thingy. I just want my sparkles. So I can move on to the water-type hunts. Like, the worst part about this whole thing is gonna be, we're probably not gonna get it tonight. Like, we're probably just not going to get it. And that's the worst part about this entire fiasco. Is I'm gonna, like, blow through a bunch of Urban Mystica and just gonna get nothing to show for it. But, I have a vague amount of hope that it might possibly give us one. Maybe. I'm also, like, not sure how long we're actually gonna be live for. Cause, like... Urban Mystica. Urban Mystica, basically, it's what helps you get shinies. Basically, Urban Mystica is one of the ingredients that... Well, it's the only ingredient that gives you Sparkle Power level 3. Sparkle Power level 3 makes you far more likely to encounter shiny Pokemon. If you're using the Shiny Charm with no Pokemon outbreaks, it makes you double odds. So basically, if your odds are 1 in about 300, it'll make it your odds about 1 in 680. It's really, really good for shiny hunting. And you can only get them from Terra raids, level 5 and level 6s, and they're a bit of an annoying thing to grind. So, wanting to conserve them is kind of paramount. I'm Shulk. Okay, that's Shulk. Actually, no, that's a trick question. It's probably not Shulk. It's probably someone else. You're trying to trick me with that one. No, it's a trick. I think that's a trick question. I don't think it is Shulk. Maybe it isn't a trick question. Maybe I'm just being a smooth brain moment. Then again, I got all my moments are smooth brain moments. Hello, welcome in, Creepy Polio. How you doing? Hello, welcome in, Nintendo. Hello, welcome in, guys. Oh, we're getting rated! 7. Hey, we're getting rated by 7! The Sleepy Doggo. Creepy Polio, there we go. Welcome in, 7. How you doing? Potato Cube Gaming. Absolutely wonderful name right there. Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for coming in. Oh, it's Matthew Prime! How you doing? Welcome in, guys. If you guys haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But thank you very much for coming in with that raid. What were you streaming today, Matthew Prime? We've been here, suffering as we hunt for shiny Charcadet, or Carcadet. Those who don't know, this has been my worst hunt. Before doing this, I was like 10 times over odds before I got my first shiny, and now it's like, we're 3 sandwiches in. Hey, thank you very much for subscribing there. And, we still haven't gotten a shiny of this thing. We're 3 sandwiches in. Like, we were almost, like, halfway something done with our current sandwich. No shinies. As well as we're still over odds on, Froakie. Maybe you will have brought the luck. And everyone on my end, go show some love over to Salmon. Salmon for that raid. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that, Creep Polio. I'm not sure why it didn't jump. Oh, thank you very much, Tapu Taylor. Sometimes not every thing shows up. Generally depends, like, if your settings are set like to have your subscriptions like private, it will not show up. But thank you very much for that. I hope I get it too, because we're going for a shiny living dex. I have 2 shiny Carcadet already. Okay, then that means your settings have it set to be your subscription status private. Yeah, that's why it doesn't pop up. But yeah, I hunted this thing off stream a while ago, because I was doing a shiny hunt, then we fight thing with my friend, so for 24 hours, we were shiny hunting, and then all of the shinies we find within that 24 hours, we... No way! It's over! It's over! I'm free! I'm free! I love it. Oh, I love it. I'm so happy that it actually isn't female. Hey, thank you very much for the subscribe there. Yay, the things are now public. There we go. I'm so happy it isn't female, because I have the perfect name for my already evolved shiny car cadet, which is female, named Samus. Like, I'm a big fan of Metroid, and it's like the same color scheme as Samus in the Varia suit. And for me, big shoulder pads Varia suit Samus is the best. So like, I was super worried that like, I really hope I don't get a marked female car cadet, because then I'll be like wanting to evolve that. But it's like, nope, I'm not worried about it anymore. I'm not worried. The other two shinies I have are male. It would not fit with the name. So I am very, very happy on this. Now, would you please get in the Pokeball? Like, I'm now free of the shackles of my worst hunt ever. Like I have been finished with Lake Casaroya. I never need to go back to shiny hunting in Lake Casaroya ever again. The thing is, it actually isn't a crit cap, 7. Basically, anytime you catch a Pokemon you've already caught, it will always show it as a critical catch. Even if it isn't a critical catch. Yeah, Lag Lake. Yeah, Lag Lake. The thing is, I love the name, but I just find it, I prefer to call it Lake Casaroya, because unless it's a place I just don't know how the heck to frickin' pronounce, like Glaciadio Mountain, or, as I like to call it, Zappuccino, the name of the place where you get the Auspicious and Malicious Armor. I don't know how to pronounce that place's name, so I just call it Zappuccino. Yeah, that lake sucks. Like, I despise Lake Casaroya, because when we were hunting Dragonair, I had a Dragonair outbreak. And during the course of that Dragonair outbreak, I found 3 shinies in like 4 sandwiches. One shiny was a Dragonair while I was running Dragon Sandwiches, by the way. Okay, thank you very much for coming in, Potato Cubing. Have a wonderful night. I found 3 shinies with a Dragon Sandwich over the course of all the 4 Dragon Sandwiches I ran. One of which was a Dragonair. The other 2 were Dratini in a Dragonair outbreak. So, like, I was just randomly going through Lake Casaroya, I forget why, and I just stumbled in to a shiny Dondozo. I would not say that as lucky, because like, it's like unlucky, because it was like 4 sandwiches, and 2 of my shinies, when hunting in an outbreak, were not even the outbreak Pokemon, but I still don't have to go back there ever again. And I'm super happy with it. Okay, what the freak is your catch rate, Charcadet? Carcadet? I call it Carcadet. I know it's probably pronounced Charcadet. I just despise the pronunciation Charcadet, because it just doesn't roll off the tongue correctly. What is your freaking catch rate? I must know. 90! You are double the catch rate of the pseudo-legendaries. And I caught those just fine. Get in the freaking ball! I hate this thing. Alright, we gotta heal Volcarona. We are healing Volcarona. It's the set damage. It is the set damage of Fire Spin is absolutely shrekking us. Yeah. 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 Get in the ball. Get in the ball. I only ever go for like luxury balls on my shinies unless I have another like a set aside Pokeball for it. I love Pokeball styling. The good thing is that, like, it has a high amount of power points. So, like, it won't ever really run out. So I'm good on that. How much did I trust in Guillotine? Well, the thing is, Guillotine's accuracy increases as your levels increase. So basically, the level gap between two Pokemon determines how accurate Guillotine is. So, say you are a level 70 using it on a level 10. Your accuracy would actually be 90%. So it's a semi-reliable move depending on the level gap. But if you're even leveled, it's going to be 70. It's going to be 30%. But if you are lower level than the Pokemon you're using it against, it will never work. It's one of the weird things about how Guillotine works. Same way, actually, that if Sheer Cold is used by an Ice type, it has 10 higher points of accuracy. When used by a non-Ice type, it's only 20% accurate. But when used by an Ice type, it's 30% accurate. It's weird like that. Go against Pokemon level 51. Go against my Pokemon, my level 51. What level are you? And what level is the target? Because that depends. There we go! Finally! I don't think OHKO moves work against raids. No, I do not have False Swipe. I have my Volcarona, and Volcarona does not have False Swipe. But it's done. It's done. We win. We got it. You know what? This little fricker, mischievous. Yeah, I can see that. We are saving. We are saving the game. We win. The thing is, I had four Pokemon I wanted to hunt tonight, and I'm honestly just like super freaking defeated right now because like I didn't want the hunt to go this long for a single Pokemon. We have spent almost 2 hours hunting Karkadet. Alright. Oh my god, I feel so defeated. I don't dislike it. But like, for 13 sandwiches in total, we have 3 shiny Karkadet to show for that. This is worse than Kartana, slightly better than Ho-Oh. Only slightly better than Ho-Oh, I will add. Well, we got time to burn, quite literally. So I guess we'll run around Million Volt Skyline until the sandwich runs out and we can start hunting the water types then. But like, I'm done with this one. I have 3 other hunts to go do. Buizel, Wingull, and Buizel, Wingull, and Quillfish. That's the other one. I can't think of the name for a second, but yeah. But yeah, I'll just burn down the rest of this fire sandwich by running around here. Cause like, who knows? I might find a shiny McGoodboy or a Coley Boy. Well, let's LFG. Let's fucking go. So I would very much like to get a shiny Coley Boy. I love Colossal. I used Santino's Colossal VGC team in a draft league once, and boy was fun. Boy was indeed very fun. I don't do the raids right now because the present event raids have ended, and historically, whenever event raids change over and they go away or they enter, it re-rolls all of my outbreaks because I connect to the internet, and when you connect to the internet, it re-rolls everything. And re-rolling all of my outbreaks would kind of massively screw things over. But normally we do raids. Tomorrow, every other day, other than when events happen, we actually do terror raids with viewers. Yeah, that's why I'm not connected to the internet right now. Oh, you guys can't see because of the sub-marker thing. But yeah, pretty much there has been a track record of the thing rerolls all my outbreaks. And I kind of don't like losing my stuff. But yeah, every other day we actually do terror raids. I love doing terror raids with you guys, because I love getting Urban Mystica. I know you guys love getting Urban Mystica. Joke after falling from the highest point on the map will go down. I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, Shiny Luck is one of those things. Oh, screw you and your taunting nature of things. Crocodile. Have you gotten the Shiny Charm? Because that helps, as well as Sparkle Power. Hi, Kayla, how you doing? How is Kayla doing? The frog is indeed a shoe, Casual Chikorita. The frog is indeed... Also, can one of the mods do exclamation point Chico? Yeah. Shiny Charm really helps, and Sparkle Power, in addition to also that, really, really, really helps. You get the Shiny Charm by completing the Pokedex. And then you go talk to your professor, the teacher guy in, Jacques, I think is his name, in the academy, and then he gives you the Shiny Charm when you complete it. I finally got the freaking Shiny Carcadet. So, I am beyond happy. Like, that Shiny Hunt will no longer haunt my nightmares. Yeah, it is a grind. However, creepy, in the Discord, exclamation point Discord, that will bring you to the Discord, and in the Discord, I'm sure everyone would love to help you get your stuff registered for the decks. Director isn't that hard. What level are you right now? Because I know when you fight him, he's like level 60s. You may want to level some stuff up. If you are having trouble with the game, though, I would recommend doing some terror raids. And then leveling your team up with the experience candies you earn. Because I can't do command or Nightbot is freaking out. Yeah, I think he's like level 60-something. Yeah, you may want to go do a couple of terror raids and then invest the experience candies into your team. Because that should help. Oh, yeah, right. Torkoal exists over here. Dorky boy. We love Dorky. Dorky. I just saw the trick to Infant Urban Mystica with 2 sandwiches. Oh, is that the one where, like, you use raid power? Hey, Ash. How you doing? How you doing, Ash? Hi, Ash. Big fan. Big fan, Ash. Oh, yeah, right. I forgot. I gotta change out the eggs. Torkoal is... I agree. Torkoal's pretty good. I like it. Oh, I forgot to actually take this counter up by a factor of 10. 40. Yeah, because all these are 5s. One of Ryan's best lines. Ryan, like, all of Ryan's quotes are just great. Hey, Drangla, how you doing? Like, I wouldn't say Torkoal's been underrated since Gen 3. Torkoal became a VGC monster when it got drought. And it started blasting everything with sun-powered laser beams. And also enabling Charizard to melt faces. I would not say that Torkoal is underrated in the day and age that we presently exist in. I have seen the scourge that is Flamey Turtle many times. I'm doing very well. We just got our shiny Carcadet, so That evolutionary family will no longer haunt me anymore. Frog, shoe frog. Nah, the only Pokemon that... Only when something goes to be 5 times over odds, like Shu-Oh, we will put it inside of a shoe. Though we do know that Ho-Oh is a fake pair of Air Jordans. That is confirmed. Ho is a confirmed fake pair of Air Jordans. I indeed also like Torkoal. It just haunts my nightmares. Because I've seen it in so many competitive things because of drought. It just it enables, especially with photosynthesis on all of the past Paradox Pokemon, you know, especially Fluttermane, it becomes terror. Yep, we got a shiny Karkadet. And a non-shiny one is just gazing at us menacingly. It's pretty good in Gen 3. Croaky, go Croaky. Still haven't gotten Croaky yet. Okay, game. Isn't like shiny, like Torkoal, like pinkish? I think. Also, guys, again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys haven't done so already. Yeah, Flannery's is mean. Wait, Flannery's Torkoal is absolutely freaking diabolical. Yeah, Overheat and White Herb. Ha ha, get clowned on. It's not as, like, freaking PTSD-inducing as Primal Groudon is for me. But, like, it's terror. It's freaking terror. I'm kind of surprised. Like, again, we had so many under-odds Masuda hunts, or Cynthia's Garchomp. Nah, Cynthia's Garchomp really doesn't scare me all that much. The main reason is I understand fundamentally what made Cynthia's team terrifying, and it's very funny you mention that, Casual, because our next big discussion form long video is actually going to be all about the lady herself, bringer of nightmares, destroyer of children's dreams, Cynthia herself. It's gonna be fun. It'll be delightful. Not something stupid. Metal Face's voice. Quote in Golem's voice. Golem's voice? What do you mean Golem's voice? Goblin? Like Green Goblin's voice? Hey! Yay! You're no longer sick. Yay! It's always satisfying when you end up hitting a 1-hit KO move. Always super satisfying. That will be 750. No. 750. Go. Yeah, I don't really name my shinies. I only ever name my shinies when, like, they're on competitive teams. I mean, I don't really even name my Pokemon in general. Unless, okay, there we go. Shiny Sandwich has one out. Well. That was certainly a mouthful. Okay. Now, hunting water types. Right. Portomarindo. Shall I call for blue Fluffabluff? Flufo Cloud. It is a Flufo Cloud. We love Swablu. I want to check my Porto Morindo things. I honestly got no idea. I think we honestly might be doing maybe one more sandwich, now that I'm thinking about it. Because, like, that freaking car cadet absolutely demolished my enthusiasm. I'ma be real, guys. Yeah, remember, the auction rerolls with every in-game day. So, every 72 minutes in-game, you get new auctions. I checked the thing you mentioned, Casual, about how, like, okay, you do all the auctions, then, like, you get new ones at night. I tried that last night a couple of times, and I didn't end up getting new ones. So I don't know if, like, I did something wrong. But I did not end up getting new things. Okay. Now, this is gonna be the last sandwich of the day. Because, like, I'm tired. I am absolutely mentally clocked out right here. I mean, the only thing I'm thinking of, like, is you might have done it at, like, a time to get them over. I don't know why it worked, but it didn't work for me. But yeah, I'm thinking this is gonna be our final sandwich of the day. I'm pretty sure it's cucumbers that are the ingredients for a water sandwich. Hamburger. Bitter herba mystica. There we go. Maybe it was bad. I don't really know why it didn't work, but yeah. Also, if you guys haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It very much helps support the channel. It's a small click for you, but it makes the entire world for us here. Also, if we get to 2K by the end of February, we are doing an authentic Shiny Sinisty hunt. Complete suffering that I know you guys will enjoy greatly. Let's get this sandwich going. Let's get the sandwich rocking and rolling, people. 3, 4. And goes there. This goes here. How did that clip? Don't question it. Just don't question the sandwich physics of not working. Everyone, let's go. Let's freaking go, people. This is gonna be fun. I'm really hoping that we actually get the shiny on this one. Yes, the JK. Let's go. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know. It could just be like I don't like pickles. I'm not a fan of pickles. I'm not a fan of tomatoes. And I'm not really a big fan of onions. So it could just be a me thing. But yeah, the only thing on that sandwich that I'll say looked appetizing to me was the burger. The burger was the only thing appetizing about that sandwich for me. Because those who don't know, I love meat. Like, I love burgers, I love bacon, I love fish. I love, like, bacon. Hot dog, I love them. I prefer meat. What would you put in a burger? Burger, ketchup, bacon, fried egg, and French fries. And that's it. Yeah, I do not like mustard. I despise steak. Power move, Foxy. steak in a burger. I love the way you think. Yes. 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 It's very, very good. It is very good. Oh yeah, I don't eat cheese on my burger. I do not eat a cheeseburger. I'm very weird. I'm very, very weird in how I eat food. Yeah. I have an acquired taste. I don't eat cheese. I don't eat cheese. You need to complete. Yes. You need to beat the game, beat the Academy Ace tournament. Then you unlock 5-star raids. However, you are able to join other people's level 5 Terra raids. I mean, I only put ketchup on mine normally, but if, like, I go out to somewhere like Red Robin, I will get the Royal Red Robin, which is bacon, egg, burger, and yeah, that. Yeah, my burger is just burger, bacon, and egg, and ketchup. That's all it is for me. It's like, it's simple, but I love it. The simple things in life. A sandwich with nothing on it. Power move. I love it. I have created an air sandwich. Yeah, the sandwiches in this game, they're very, very weird. I honestly didn't even know it was possible to make a 1-star sandwich. I actually did not know that was a thing. No, I'm curious. If you could cut up bacon, like we get a salad or a little bacon. No, whole bacon. Oh, I break the bacon strips in half. So I break the bacon in half, and I lay it across the burger like 2 strips going vertically, 2 strips going horizontally. I don't do like the little like bacon cut up things because like I want a piece of bacon. Doesn't give any boost. Oh my god, that's great. Like, honestly, they should give like a special thing for making a level 1 sandwich. God, Shiny Wingle's gonna be a pain in the ass to hide. I didn't realize, like, yeah, because the only difference on Wingle's Shiny is the wings. The little blue band is green on the Shiny. I didn't realize how many of the freaking things would be flying around. Green stripe. Yeah, I know the thing is the green stripes on the wing, but like it's very, very small. You know, especially like them flying in the air, it makes it. Especially them flying in the air, it makes it very, very hard to spot. I wanted a burger. I'm sorry, Kayla. I'm sorry. I just really, really like burgers. And I just really like talking about burgers. Like, you're not the only one that my burger talking made hungry. Yeah, honestly, like, I am thinking I'm probably gonna have to go and, like, do Masuda hunting for the family. But, like, again, I hope I can get it. There's been a number of Pokemon that I expected would be annoying to spot, and I have spotted them relatively quickly. So, I think it's kind of worth the try. Gives me shiny. I left them. I never found a shiny. Yeah, shiny hunting is one of those things that it really is just all RNG dependent. There's some people who they find shinies like crazy. And then there's some people who just never find them. Char-rolled egg, ketchup, bacon. That sounds so delicious, Chico. That sounds amazing. Would you happen to be a vegetarian, lady? Is that why this talk of the deliciousness that is burgers are not making you hungry? Are you immune to the tantalizing deliciousness that is the burger? Otherwise, I'm not sure if you may be human. I'm serious. Everyone has their own food choices. Same. Like that, I could never be a vegetarian. Because it's just like, I love bacon and I love burgers way too much. It's like, I could never give those up. It's like, I just love bacon. It's like, I can't. It's too good. I'm sorry. No, fair enough. I had a teacher who actually was a vegan or a vegetarian, but they also like children when they're younger they should eat meat because it's important for like your brain developing properly. And she said because like me and like their husband are like very vegetarian. Their two kids are also like very vegetarian, but they've been trying to encourage them to eat meat because like it is important for your brain to develop and form properly, and they refuse to eat meat. So backfire. But it sounds good. Good, finally. Yeah, burgers are just delicious. Burgers are just like, they're just too good. You can't resist the temptations that are burger. Burger combo. I mean, burgers are just good. It's just, I want burgers. I want a burger, because they're delicious. I love them. Not boxes, I mean picnic. Picnic. Well, yeah, it's yeah. I'm very hoping. Veluza. The Veluza. Yeah, I hate the Veluza hunt. Veluza was, I feel like, my least favorite thing. It is amazing that they actually managed to top Sharpedo throwing. The way to find to avoid them is just jump. Like, jump in the water. That helps. Like, jump and glide. That is the one thing I have found that semi-helps deal with the Veluza fish. Potentially. I just realized the Band-Aid irritate my skin. Really? I do not think I've ever heard of that happening with someone with Tsunai. Come on, Pico. Be shiny. I just want a shiny Pico. That's the name of Mr. Briney's Wingull back in Hoenn. Froggy hatching on your shoes. I mean, burgers are good. They're delicious. Burgers are delicious. Or as my old physics teacher used to say, Delicious. I miss Mr. Dykstra. He was one of the few teachers that actually made, like, physics entertaining. Which, considering it's physics, is kind of an accomplishment. But yeah, it's been a good night. We've had good luck. I mean, I'll be real. We finished the hunt for the freaking Car Cadet family. Everything else after the Car Cadet is honestly just a secondary thing at this point. Because, like, we got the one that I wanted. I wanted the frickin' Car Cadet. We got it. Took too many it took way more sandwiches than I would have liked. But we have established that the Car Cadet family is cursed. So, there you go. Yeah, it's a good thing when you can, like, sleep through physics and pass. I mean, I know a number of people who actually passed a class that they slept through because everyone else slept through it, and they needed to curve the thing so extensively. We need more herbs. Oh, trust me. Andreas helped me stock my Herba Mystica supplies. The thing is, I just don't like my Herba Mystica stockpiles being chipped into at all. I'm still over, like, I would say maybe 200 Herba Mystica in total, but I'm just a greedy little SOB who really freaking likes to be in a safety net. So, there's that. Yeah, we're overall on Froakie too. But, what I was meaning by the over odds thing is the Car Cadet family is my worst shiny hunt because I have been hunting it for a very long time. And well, not a very long time. I've been hunting it for a while. And before I got my first shiny of the Car Cadet family, I hit over 10 times odds. And, that was not fun. And even today, with an Outbreak and with an Herba Mystica sandwich, it still took near the end of a third sandwich for us to get our shiny. So, I have just accepted at this point that the Car Cadet family is just cursed. Ash is cheating rat. I mean, I'm glad they have retired Ash as a character in the anime. Because, like, I still say the best way to have a protagonist in a series that, like, succeeds itself every time is you go the Yu-Gi-Oh route. Where, at the end of a series, you hand the saga off to a new character. So that way, your character, like, that way the character you've been following can have, like, their conclusion finale arc and end on a high note. Rather than Ash, who always loses, aside from the Orange Islands, Alola, and then, the newest thing. What do the ominous black stakes do? They allow you to get the game's legendaries. They are not fun. I would highly recommend looking up a guide, because those stakes will be the bane of your existence. They deserve oblivion. Aggressively so. 5 sandwiches for Athena to get Talonflame. I mean, again, 10 sandwiches before 1 shiny Car Cadet. 10 before 1. Yes, they're very good to find. Like, I'll be honest, I tried looking for them. I looked for them without a guide. And I hated every second of it. I despise those stakes with the burning passion of 10,000 white-hot suns. I despise them with every fiber of my being. Froakie, go Croaky. Give me my shiny Froakie game. That Fomantis not shining. This is 3 hours to get just one for them. I mean, it's just annoying to hunt them. Stake it. Yeah, stake out will be fun, but the thing is, I wanted to do it all. I wanted to do it without looking up a guide. That was my biggest mistake. Was trying to do it with no guide. Because I'll be honest, I still haven't gotten them in my other game. In Scarlet. Because I have both Scarlet and I have Violet. What I did was just have a friend of mine trade me theirs to register them on Touch Trade. The fights are not hard. The fights are not easy. They are legendary fights. But remember, when you're fighting a legendary, you are also trying to catch them. So it really isn't so much a fight as a non-stop Pokeball chuck fest. If the Quick Ball doesn't work, remember, the Quick Ball has a chance of not working. Or if you're like me and you like the Pokeball style, then it just takes longer. Which I fully recognize is a part of why mine took so long. Carcadet was a catch rate of 90. And that thing didn't want to get in the damn ball. Catch rate of 45, my ass. But what if I use the Quick Ball fails? Yeah, that's the thing, is if the Quick Ball fails, because there is a chance it fails. It is a catch rate of 90! It has a catch rate double! It has a doubled catch rate! I am calling shenanigans. I am calling shenaniganery. Wiggle it. Yeah, if the ball fails, just like start chucking other Pokeballs at it. I recommend stocking up on timer balls. Because if the Quick Ball fails, then as the battle goes on, the longer the battle goes, the more effective timer balls become. So it is good to stock up on, like, timer balls and Quick Balls. Because what I do is I throw a Quick Ball. If I don't get it in the Quick Ball, I just, like, throw Ultra Balls for, like, 10 turns. And then after the 10 turns, I just start throwing, timer balls. Saturday. Shellos. We love Shellos. One of the legends on the channel. The hero known as Gary the Gastrodon. Pico, be shiny already. Shiny, be Pico. Stop being annoying, Pico. I just want your sparkly green wings. For a second, I thought that one was green, and I was really, really sad when it wasn't. Kill Champ Pow and reset and get a Quick Ball. Noise. Noise. But yeah, again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Come on, game. Give me my shinies. Give me them sparkles. I require my sparkles to be acquired, game. Like, Chi-Yu or Chu-Yi, I think. Is it Chu-Yi or Chi-Yu? Chi-Yu, it's Chi-Yu, right? that thing I am anticipating is going to be a menace when it comes to VGC. Because freaking automatic special defense down. And it gets Snarl, it gets Heat Wave. It gets so many good special attacks. Like, you're not using it from Memento. Oh, decided to use Memento. Right, yeah. Chi-Yu, nobody wins! Boom. I don't get why they gave Legendary auto KO moves. I do not understand what sick, twisted logic train those jackwagons had coming up with that. I still love when we fought Chu-Yi in just to space. The fish just decided to go to space. Space fish away. My people need me. Boop. But yeah, like, Chu-Yi is gonna give me nightmares. Chi-Yu, sorry, not Chu-Yi. Chi-Yu is going to give me nightmares when it comes to competitive. Because, like, again, stab, special defense down, snarls. On top of stab, special defense down, heat waves. On top of stab, special defense down, dark pulses. On top of stab, special defense down, flamethrowers. And coverage moves. And hacks. Like, the thing I've noticed about all of the Ruin legendaries is their move pools are kind of balls. They're very, very shallow. They get very little in the way of type coverage. And this is to make up for the fact that their abilities are kind of bonkers. Like, it says a lot that Wo Shen is really, really bad, but it gets knockoff. Like, Shen Pao. Its stats are nightmarish. But it doesn't get Poison Jab. So, like, fairy types, nom 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 it for breakfast. The thing is, I don't really think Chi-Yu with Serene Grace would be that terrifying. I mean, it would still be a... Actually, no, it'd still be a menace. It would be a menace. Like, with Serene Grace, it would definitely be, like, a big, big problem. But I honestly think that it with Beads of Ruin is actually more dangerous. Because you gotta remember, that is an auto special defense down. So, like, its spread moves do a lot of damage. It means that it can run a move like Snarl as a relatively primary damaging set. So it can do, like, damage support tech. Something that is, like, very, very not easy to do. I think, like, Ting Lu, I think that's the other one. Like, that one I definitely see, like, being a threat. The thing is, I don't really see it as being, like, as just, like, straight up burr in singles. Because what I see happening with it is gonna be a lot of, you're gonna see Flash Fire. You're gonna see a rise of, like, Flareon with superpower, Aura Sphere, like, Aura Sphere Armor-Rouge. You're gonna see a number of, like, Flash Fire users start to rise in prominence with moves that destroy it. I don't think Shen Pao is gonna rise too much. Because the thing is, Shen Pao gets obliterated by Scizor Bullet Punch. Like, I think the existence of Shen Pao is single-handedly going to rise the amount of Scizor in use. Hey, Jenna, how you doing? Bon Bon! How is Bon Bon? Make a legend that knows 4 self-KO moves, the build that makes self-KO moves always hit. Oh, that would be the ultimate troll thing. How you doing, guys? Shenpao Snow. That is true, Shenpao and Snow. But the other thing you gotta remember, Shenpao is still really frail. Shenpao's glass. Hey, thank you very much, Jenna. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, I think in Snow, Shenpao will definitely be able to survive a bullet punch from Scizor, but it doesn't really have much that can hit Scizor too much back. I wouldn't say it's Weavile on roids, because because Weavile gets like a very good amount of coverage options. Shenpao doesn't. Like, it gets like Poison Jab, it gets a number of other moves. Shenpao, Throat Chop, Icicle Crash, Sacred Sword, and like, that's it. It has no moves to deal with fairy types. Which, considering Azumi Face exists, it kind of bodies it. And they shouldn't lock Shiny, lock the self-KO legendaries, it would just eat Master Balls. Its other ability is Master Ball does not work. But yeah, I wouldn't exactly call Shenpao Weavile on roids, as Weavile has a number of like different options that it just does not get access to. Like, it's going to be a menace. It's notably faster than Weavile. Are you gonna trade me the Froakie Egg for the Bounce Egg? Never get Greninja. Greninja will be returning this week though. So we will have a rerun of the Greninja event. But I will be able to send you one. I will be able to send you one, Bob-on. You can just, like, shoot me a DM. But also, guys, again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Yeah, stat-wise, it is Wolverine on roids. But move-wise, I almost said Wolverine. But move-wise, Weavile gets a lot better moves. No, it will have like the sparkle thingies. No, I guess I'm Bomb one. I have a bunch of my spare Froakie still in here. And they're also all in a Beast Ball. You know, it's not shiny. You know, it's not shiny. If it was shiny, that little circle next to the Terra thing would have a thing in it, and it does not. But, like, again, we got the cursed shiny today. We acquired the cursed shiny that was Charcadet. Even if we don't end up getting it, we at least got the cursed shiny. Picnic. I don't name my shinies. I on principle don't really name my shinies, because a lot of it is just I have this like weird mental tick about naming Pokemon. Unless it's something like a Nuzlocke. I name stuff in Nuzlockes. No, Greninja can be male or female. It is that Greninja, like All Stars, is a heavily skewed gender ratio where there is a 7-to-1 male-female ratio. Well, it's not technically 7. It's technically not 7-to-1. It's more along the lines of, like, 8-to-1 because of the way that the calculation has to work out. But yeah, actually, a lot of Pokemon actually have that skewed ratio. Togepi's one. Togepi's one. Eevee's another. Zorua's another. Riolu's another. There's a number that have like this very skewed gender ratio. But yeah, I'll be able to send you one of them, Bonbon. And with that, the shiny hunt for the day is done. No shiny? Alright, marked on the box. It is box 26, row 2. Alright. Shiny Shrooms and then read. Hey, nice one, Ramirez. Noid. I love Shiny Shroomish. Yeah, Queenly Majesty's amazing. It's acupressure noise. Let me actually check that. Because I know there's a number of Pokemon that can only get certain moves via Terror Raids. Serena. Let's see if it's an egg move. Because I know there's a number of Pokemon that only get certain moves by Terror Raids. Egg moves. Yes, that is an egg move. It's very difficult to get that on there, but it's very nice. But yeah, I will be able to send you the Beast Ball thing. We'll do our usual trade code for this thing. While I actually go and look for a raid target. Bonbon. Saving. We know. Double battle. Oh my gosh, that's genius. Well, I think in doubles you'll probably want to go with Armor Tail Farigiraf. Because Farigiraf, I mean, there's reasons for both Serena. Right? Let's go, Bonbon. Let's go. Let's go find someone to go raid. Let's go find a raid target. YouTube. Let's go find someone to raid tonight. Ooh, I know exactly. Ooh, this is exactly who we're gonna raid. Because they are also raiding for Herba Mystica. I love Shiny Shroomish. It's a delightful shiny. We actually have one. Is a very, very delicious one. I love it. It's so happy. Yeah, but the thing is, you're dedicating one move on a Brick Force attacker to status setup. Especially in doubles, you're also running Protect on a lot of things. So you're dedicating 2 of its move slots on one of the most aggressive Pokemon there is to support. Not historically great idea. I like seeing Throat Spray normal Farigiraf types. It's terrifying. Like, that is horrifying. Wait, is that a Love Ball? Wait, is that a Love Ball? Oh, Bonbon. Oh, Bonbon, how did you know? How did you know I wanted one? Thank you, Bonbon. With that, Meganized Max is right time, baby. Again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let's go raid Lionheart Plays. He's currently grinding for Herba Mystica, so for anyone here looking for some shiny hunting stuff, his Terra Raids will be the place to go. Let's go. Normal Toxicity, Boom, Burst, Throat Spray. With Punk Rock. Don't forget about Punk Rock.